back here in Austin, it was a day filled with sun, fun, and a lot of happy puppies as today marked the 14th annual Paddle for Puppies event. Paddleboarders hit the water on Lady Bird Lake this morning with their favorite four-legged friends in order to support Austin's Pets Alive Parvo Puppy ICU. It's a care program for shelter dogs that contract parvovirus. That's a highly contagious and oftentimes fatal virus. The event saw record attendance today with more than 300 people stopping by.
Obviously, Austin is such an outdoor city, especially outdoor with puppies, and so having the two combined has just been amazing. People love it, we love it. I mean, who doesn't love literally getting puppies on the water?
All right, get to hang out with puppies out there, but you may have spotted some familiar faces as well, as Kristen Curry and Barrett Tryon were both in attendance. A Houston woman who purchased a winning lottery ticket in February, and she was finally paid her winnings, but it was 6 months later. Our Capitol correspondent Dylan McKim spoke with her attorney this week about the decision and why she had to wait.
We're happy to report that the monies have been paid.
After months of waiting and legal battles, Houston woman Kristen Moriarty is getting paid her lottery winnings. She was caught in a political fight over the Texas lottery after she bought $20 worth of tickets on an app called Jackpocket. Republican lawmakers argued apps like that were illegal under state law and worked to ban them during the legislative session. Governor Greg Abbott ordered the Texas Rangers to investigate Moriarty's win, and the Texas Lottery refused to pay her the winnings until after the investigation ended.
You have an agenda you want to advance? Fine. But don't change the rules in the middle of the game.
She hired this man, Randy Howery, to represent her in a suit against the state. Before a hearing in court, the Attorney General's office contacted Howery to say they would allow the lottery pay out the winnings, even though the Rangers' investigation is still ongoing.
There's no basis not to pay. And we're assuming that the state learned that, the AG's office knew that, and that they made the decision to do the right thing.
We reached out to the Attorney General's office to ask why it decided to allow the jackpot payout, but we have not received a response. In Austin, I'm Dylan McKim.
Texas Lottery is currently being moved over to the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation after the legislature voted to dissolve the Texas Lottery Commission. A spokesperson for TDLR said it will retain most of the current lottery employees when it takes over September 1st. Well, August is Vision and Learning Month, and it's a time to raise awareness about the high number of undiagnosed or misdiagnosed vision issues. This is also the time kids head back to school, and many districts, well, they offer eye exams, but not every exam is thorough. In fact, according to the Center for Vision Development, which is over in Westlake, 43% of kids are able to pass a school vision screening even though they have vision issues. Also, 1 in 4 kids have a vision problem. So what are some of the signs that you should be looking for?
There's some that are a little more obvious, such as things like double vision, blurry vision, things going in and out of focus. There's some that are maybe a little less obvious, such as like losing your place when you read, skipping a word, skipping a line, rereading the same sentence. It can also present in other ways that look more like difficulty with attention and behavior.
Dr. Brown says you should be getting your eyes checked at least once a year, and while exams offered at schools are good, if you notice any vision issues for your child, it's always good to get an expert to take a closer look.
We're checking that acuity, that 20/20 vision, but we're also looking at skills like eye movements, eye teaming, focusing to make something clear, visual memory, a lot of things that are important for reading and learning.
A cadaver dog was out searching along the Big Sandy Creek this afternoon. This comes after people reported a smell of decomposition near the Sandy Creek Bridge. Sam Stark went out there this afternoon.
I'm standing where over a month ago, catastrophic floodwaters rushed through this creek and destroyed the bridge behind me. This afternoon, a cadaver dog was deployed in the area to continue the search. These are photos of the dog searching Sunday afternoon. Officials deployed that dog after they were notified of the smell of decomposition near the Sandy Creek Bridge. A local dog in the area then came out for a couple of hours to poke around. The flood killed 10 people that lived near this creek. Marble Falls Fire Chief Michael Phillips is still missing.
One person missing is from Burnett County. That is the Marble Falls Fire Chief. It is a possibility that this could be that, but we're not making any determinations just yet because it could also just be the remains of an animal as well.
Because of the heat, the dog was not out for long this afternoon, but the search is going to continue tomorrow morning. I'm Sam Stark in Travis County.
Here locally, Del Valle ISD back to the classroom today, and the school year bringing a lot of changes with it.
Yeah, changes are impacting not only teachers and students alike. KXAN's Nabil Romano takes a look at the changes.
New this school year, a longer school day for Del Valle ISD teachers with a requirement to arrive earlier and stay 15 minutes later.
So we're going to continue forward with the expectation that our teachers arrive before the bell rings so that the classrooms are ready for teaching and learning, and that teachers remain for 15 minutes after the bell rings to ensure the safety and security of our schools. Primarily, the focus is on safety and security to ensure that we have appropriate supervision before the bell rings and after the bell rings. But it's also important that we are ready for our students as soon as they walk through the door. So the decision has been made, and we are going to move forward with the expectation.
Superintendent Matthew Gutierrez says he's proud teachers are getting a pay raise this year, but it's not enough.
We're very thankful for the dollars that poured in to provide our teachers with very healthy raises, but the dollars did not come to support raises for all other employees like transportation, maintenance, custodian, administrators. And so that is going to be the big challenge this year, because we were able to give a 1.5% salary increase for all other employees, but our hope is to be able to do a little more to keep up with rising costs. And so as a district, we're going to really have to look at our budget and possibly look at making additional cuts so that we can be able to keep up with rising costs.
And students and staff will have to get used to the new statewide school cell phone ban.
So what is going to be different compared to last school year is that students aren't going to be permitted to utilize their cell phones in between classes or during the lunch hour. And so we've outlined a plan of implementation in 2 phases. The first phase, the first 6 weeks of school, is really to work with our students to help them get used to the new expectations with verbal warnings and contact with parents, versus a phase 2 plan that begins after that 6 weeks, which would incorporate more consequences.
Nabil Ramadna, KXAN News. All right, in June, we introduced you to Mama Duke, a talented performing artist from Austin who auditioned for America's Got Talent. Since that time, we found out she is moving on and advancing in the competition, and the next big day will be August 26th, when she competes in the quarterfinals. Now, I had a chance to sit down with her today to talk about her journey and all the exciting things that have been happening. All right, everyone a fan of America's Got Talent, and we talked to Mama Duke last time about her journey. A lot has changed since the last time we talked to you. Tell us a little bit about where you're standing in the competition and how it's been.
Oh man, top 44. Officially get to say forever I'm a quarterfinalist, and I'm 43 people away from my whole life changing. I mean, it has changed. I just mean 43 people away from bragging rights forever and $1 million.
I was going to say, you had a certain song when you auditioned the first time.
Yes.
What happened with that song after? How many new followers do you have?
Okay, listen, that song, I mean, obviously changed my life. I went to sleep with 1,000 followers on TikTok, woke up with like 200,000+ followers. I think it's at 2 million streams right now. And so, yeah, man, it's been amazing.
Some big next steps here. You made it past auditions. What's next now?
What's cool about being on a show is that, like, if you asked me 3 months ago, what's next? It's like I could list off things. It's really cool to just focus on one thing. As a starving artist, we are scrambling. It is so cool to just be like, I'm just worried about my next song and my next, which is essentially another audition. You know, now America's voting. We got past Simon. Now we need people to vote, you know? So that is the next steps, just solely this next song. You know.
All right, Mama Duke, thank you for joining us, and good luck on this competition as it continues.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, we're all cheering on Mama Duke. What can't she do? She's a rapper, singer, she makes music, and I want to take some video here real quick because she even stepped into your realm for a little bit.
Yeah, let's check it out. Oh.
I was gonna say, yeah, you were giving her some pointers, but she took off. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, she was out there trying to, make sure that everyone knew what the weather was going to be like. It was great to have her in the studio. I was able to talk with her a little bit after the interview too. I mean, what a rising star. Humble as can be. I wish her the best out there.
I think when she wins it all, we invite her back and have her rap out the forecast.
That would be something to check out. I would love to see that happen. But for now, let me step in and let me give you what's going on outside right now. Current temperatures 88 degrees in Austin. I can't rap it, I promise. Mama Duke, that's all you.